Mr. Mayor, council members, I don't have an objection to someone outside examining this case. What I am concerned about is the rhetoric I keep hearing coming from you, Mr. Mayor, and from you, Mr. Hare, and from you, Councilmember Wright, about other evidence. What other evidence did you anticipate uncovering? You're not going to get anything from the FBI, nothing whatsoever. Unless there's subpoena power, you can't compel Mr. Jordan Jones to come in here and speak to us. So what other evidence are you looking for? Clearly, the tape implies that they want to avoid transparency, don't want the public to know about this transaction, this request for money. What other evidence do you want? This is a motion here to start the process of removing Councilmember Williams from office based on what 9 of us signed that said we clearly believe was unethical conduct. There are other things to Mr. Williams' life that haven't come out yet, and he may not want some of them to come out, okay? But I don't have a problem with it, but I don't want to spend $100,000 when we can do this in a very simplified fashion, okay? I have no problem with an outside attorney or someone coming in and look at it, but I heard the word audit used. What is there to audit? There are no records that are going to be made available to you. We can't subpoena the PCH records. There's no transaction of money from this council or this city that requires us to audit, in which Councilmember Williams is involved in. What we hear clearly on the tape is someone asking for $15,000 because he said there's something wrong with the deed to the property, after a judge said there was nothing wrong with the deed to the property. He asked for $15,000 and said it'd be okay, 15,000, words to that effect, would be all right. Now, I don't know what y'all call that. No, I haven't made up my mind, Councilman Wright. I'm always open and willing, because I learned a long time ago, judge not unless ye be judged. And I also understand about throwing rocks at glass houses. I think we all understand that. But we also understand what our ethical requirements are and our ethical responsibilities are. When I go to lunch with members out there, and they will attest to this, I don't let them pay for lunch from me. You know why? Because I have an open campaign account, and if I do, it becomes an in-kind contribution. So I pay for the lunch myself. This is because the ethics standards compel me to do that. We have an ethical standard from a moral standpoint, a religious standpoint, that we have to live by. And when we violate it, we're in trouble. Okay? This man is a preacher. And clearly in my mind, at this point, he has violated the ethical standards of this council. Now, that doesn't mean that I can't turn it around in my mind, Councilmember Wright, because if we find other evidence, but based on what we have right now, there's an ethical violation. And I'm not sure we're going to get any other evidence. All right? We're wrestling with another problem. Mr. Williams recused himself, and now he comes back and says he wants to withdraw the recusal. Okay? I've said as much as I need to say. I'm in favor of moving forward with a resolution to issue the petition so we can start the motion process. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
I will go to Councilmember Williams.